So, as per usual fashion, I was wondering what I was going to talk about today, and the Holy Spirit brought something to my feed, and now we have something to talk about. As we all know, or in case you don't know, Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo, Pastor K, basically, one of the, I would say, most prominent love doctors, love teachers, love preachers. I would even call him a family preacher because it doesn't just talk about marriage and love. He also talks about family from time to time, which is also important. But let's just call him a love preacher, all right? The most prominent love preacher, at least I know. I won't say I would call him in the world that I know. Went and got a tattoo. Roman numerals 3:16. John 3. He wrote 3:16, indicating John 3:16. And I posted it on his Instagram, or rather on his socials, and people were out here. Some people came from the backlash, were saying, "Oh, you know what? So unapologetically, sorry if I missed my words there. Unapologetically him, amazing, blah 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 blah. This that, and so on and so forth." Well, some people were on the other side saying things like, "Oh, why would he do this?" Somebody even went as far as to say that if this is how Christians are, then I don't want to be a Christian. I was just looking at this person. Okay. Okay. Now, before we go ahead, I would like to say something where I stand in this. Now, today, the topic is it's going to be a phrase, all right? And the phrase is simple. Know how to differentiate your bias, your preference, and doctrine. Do you understand? Your bias, your preference, and doctrine. Because I think these three things can be easily jumped into each other. Is there anything scripturally against tattoos? No. Is there anything scripturally against piercings? No. But, okay, let me just use myself for example. My personal bias, in fact, okay, I don't like tattoos. I don't recommend tattoos. I don't even like seeing tattoos. That's my bias. Do you understand? My preference is I would rather you not have. Do I have friends that have piercings? Yes. My sister has a piercing. And I'm not just talking about the one on her ear. You get what I'm saying? Like a proper piercing. Do I know people that have tattoos? Yes. And they're my friends. My preference is for them not to have it. But who am I to control their lives? It's not a doctrine. Somebody coming out to say things like, "Oh, if you're a tattooed person, you're not a Christian." I'm just looking at you like, from where to where? You will now quote something like, I think it's Leviticus 18:22 or something like that. Leviticus, I will say where God said they should not. What people don't understand about those things is God was not talking to you. God was trying to consecrate the people of Israel from other pagan nations that were doing these things. You are not an Israelite. Some of you will just carry the Bible, hook, line, and sinker, and put it in your own life. Not put it. I've talked about context so many times. At this point, I'm a broken record. I sound like a broken record because I don't understand how you just look at the Bible. Because if I want to be doing that, there are so many things I can just lift from the Bible to justify stupid behavior. When God was giving them those laws, all right, there are different kinds of laws in Leviticus, and I don't want to go into all that. But that specific law was a consecration. It's the same way God can tell some people, "Oh, don't wear jeans," or "Don't do this, don't do this." It is consecration for another person. It is foolishness for person B. Because God did not ask you to do that. It has nothing. You don't even know the reason why God is asking this person not to do this. God can ask a lady, say, "Don't wear jeans," because of, something in her life. God can ask a guy, "Oh, don't wear jeans." You don't know whether God knows the makeup of this person. If he wears jeans, his under there will be too hot. You don't know, but you will just carry it. "Oh, I'm not wearing jeans for the rest of my life." Somebody will ask you, you say God told you. God did not tell you anything. It's so I see so many Christians today carry other people's consecrations and do it in your life, and then when quote unquote things don't work out for you, you'll be blaming it and be saying, "Well, God told me." So God did not tell you anything. You did not go to God. You just saw somebody and went to go and copy them, not knowing the context behind everything. The Israelites now, God was telling them so that he can, how I put it, God was like, "These are my people." So my people, all right, in this context, we are God's people as Christians. But Israelites in that context, God was protecting them against, he was differentiating them from the other pagan nations. It wasn't a case of, oh, God didn't like, oh yeah, God also told them not to mix clothing. So people that have, that means me that I'm wearing cotton and polyester, I'm going to hell now. Do you understand what I'm saying? These are, and it was, do you know what I'm saying? People need to learn the difference. Let me give you a better example for me. Something that is so general and some people even can't find it controversial. For example, me, I hate seeing earrings. I've said this so many times. People that know me know this. I hate seeing earrings. I don't know why. It just doesn't, it does something to me. Does it mean I will see somebody with earrings and comment? No, I will close my mouth because that is just my own personal bias. Full stop. It may seem very stupid to you. It doesn't to me. God did not tell me that, oh, my wife must not wear earrings. It's my personal bias. And I don't need to carry that bias and imprint it on anybody else. It's just me. Do you get what I'm saying? Plenty things like this. For example, there are some girls that don't like hairy guys. Personal bias. There are some girls that don't like plaited or plaited hair. Personal bias. It has nothing to do with doctrine. Now, when we talk about things like doctrine, or let me not use the word doctrine, but Christian living, is where you say, oh, indecent dressing. You are wearing, for guys, unnecessarily tight clothing. You're a buff guy. In fact, you are any kind of guy, unnecessarily tight clothing. If you're a buff guy, you are built and you're wearing unnecessarily tight clothing. First of all, you're uncomfortable. Second of all, it just looks weird. Third of all, some people can get, what's the word, distracted. Or some ladies, so I've heard. If you're a not buff guy, you're a chubby guy, for example, when you do that, you just look, it makes you look weird. Do you get what I'm saying? Like me now, I'm on the big side. I don't wear body hug for anything. Like, even in my house, you can't see me wear, once a cloth is too small, I bin it or I give it out because there's no point. No matter how nice the thread is, even if I only worn that shirt once, glory be to God, I was able to wear that shirt, is going out. Do you get what I'm saying? For ladies, we all know, no short skirts, no unnecessary revealing stuff, blah blah blah. You get the gist. I intentionally emphasize on guys because I'm not in the mood to be you understand. But anyway, that is called good doctrine. That's not my personal bias. It's not a bias thing to say dress decently. That's not a bias thing. It's a bias thing to say don't wear earrings, don't wear anklets. Somebody is saying if you wear anklets and you are using one demonic chain, are there people that do this? Yes. Does it mean that all of them? No. If you are carrying dreads to church, it means you are of the world. You are trying to look like them. Shut up your mouth. When the dreads become a thing of the world, just because it is commonly associated with them, doesn't mean all dreads suddenly became things of the world. So you will tell Jamaicans that they can never be saved. That's basically the meaning, because most Jamaicans have those things. Do you see what I'm saying? Some people say if you grow your hair out. So what happens to white people? So white people should always be cutting buzz cuts. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you now begin to... Because if you're saying if it's scripturally based, that all men should be on low cuts, clean cuts. So white people that grow their hair out, or are you trying to say the Bible differentiated between white people and black people? Do you see the inconsistencies in all these things? Tattoo. So what about people that had tattoo before they were saved? What happens to them? So as they've marked their body, they are gone forever to the kingdom of hell. So that means you're saying salvation has limits. Do you see the inconsistencies in a lot of things they're saying? Do you get? And for somebody now saying, oh, so you're saying if somebody is not dressing well, the difference there is if somebody is not dressing well, all right, it speaks to the kind of person you are. Do you understand? There's a reason why you can't wear those things to an office setting. There's a reason why there are certain spaces you can't wear those things to. Do you understand? Do you get? Like, it's not just like it's not culturally appropriate. It doesn't even make sense for you to wear those things too. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So when we try and do a lot of things and try to make things culturally acceptable, I feel like we're playing too much. Do you get? So please, I want you to ask yourself a lot of the things is it doctrine, or is it my personal bias, or is it just my preference? Don't mistake the three. It's not the same thing, and it's all right. Don't mistake the three. Is it my personal bias? Is it doctrine? Is it just because I feel like? Is it all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient? Some things are just you, and that's okay. All right. There are certain consecrations God will give you. They may sound weird. All right, but as long as you are sure, emphasis on the word you are sure. Do you understand? Because consecrations, I can't lie, sometimes can be very dicey. If you are not sure, I ask you and I implore you to pray more, research more, read the word of God more. You understand what I'm saying? Aha. So I think that's enough. Selah. Enjoy the rest of your day.